everyone, and welcome back. If you are new here, I'm Cyndi, a divine feminine. I'm on the ascension journey via a twin soul, and I wanted to wish all of you a happy holidays to wherever in the world you are tuning in from. We appreciate your energy here at the Sunshine for the Soul community. I am much obliged to you that you decided to stop in and listen to a tale told by the tarot. For this series of readings, I will use the words spirit and soul interchangeably, as they are the same. When I use the words divine masculine or divine feminine, I am referring to an energy, not gender. Every soul consists of both divine masculine and divine feminine energies within, the yin and the yang, the duality, the positive and the negative. And our purpose in these tales told by the tarot are to learn how to balance these two energies and bring our lives into a frequency of love and abundance. Now on to the task at hand, the three spirits of Christmas past. Now we all know the story of Scrooge, a Christmas carol written December 1843 by Charles Dickens. This is a tale that's long been told. Now the first movie was released in 1935. I watched that the other night. It was really neat. So this story follows the transformation of Ebenezer Scrooge from a cold-hearted, money-grubbing miser to a man who finds redemption through a series of ghostly, or let's call them for truly what they are, spiritual encounters on Christmas Eve. Ghosts or spirits in this tale can be looked at from the perspective of epiphanies or aha moments. Now, Scrooge lived in the beautiful city of London, and shout out to all of our listeners from the United Kingdom. He was known as a miser. He hoarded his wealth and spent as little money as possible, denying even his charity at Christmas time to thousands who were in desperate need of common comforts such as food and warm clothing. He refused to shut down his union workhouses and operations during the holidays, making the men work long hours with no reprieve, so low as to chase Christmas carolers off his stoop with a stick in his hand. Let's be honest, it was miserable because his obsession with greed and accumulation of wealth was an energetic blockage for him to connect with his heart chakra, thus living in a state of separateness from his creator. This tale is a gleaming reminder of how introspection and self-awareness are essential in order to align with our soul, to align with our heart chakra, allowing us access to the kingdom of heaven. This isn't a mysterious place up in the heavens, as we were told, but a frequency of light and love that has arrived here on earth for all who desire to enter. So tonight, we'll be taking the liberty to call on you as we close out 2023 and step into the energy of a brand new year, a brand new cycle, a brand new opportunity to connect with our heart chakra. Let's take a look at the three prominent spirits or energies in our life and see what messages are waiting to guide us into this beautiful new year of 2024. All right, Pisces, welcome into your December reading. Now, I've shuffled the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and we are going to pull three cards, taking a look at the spirits of Christmas past, reminding us of who we were along our journey in this incarnation, our former selves, what we're leaving behind. We're not going to bring it into 2024, right? These are the lessons and the experiences that we're able to look at now for what they were, release them, be grateful for them, and then go into 2024 with a whole new energy. So we're thanking our spirit guides, our ancestors, and our archangels for these messages for Pisces. And Pisces, we have got the Nine of Pentacles, the Devil in the reverse, and the Seven of Cups. Now I'm going to pull another card for the Christmas present, and I'm not going to flip it over quite yet. and then I'm going to pull one for the Christmas future, the potential future, okay? All right, so the Nine of Pentacles, the Divine Feminine on here, she is all abundant and in her element, earth element actually. Yellow represents just light, bright illumination. She's floating, she's content, she's happy. So Pisces, either this is you, this is the energy you're in as the Queen of Pentacles, or maybe you've got a Queen of Pentacles in your life that you have been thinking about. You know, what's really not to like about her? This Nine of Pentacles, Divine Feminine, you may have achieved much in your career. You're abundant, successful. You have prosperity, self-discipline, and self-control. You're self-reliant. Have you ever dreamt of a life surrounded by all you love? Have every aspect of your life just resonate with you, where you live in this state of bliss? The Nine of Pentacles represents this aspiration. And maybe in the past, you know, the spirit of Christmas past is offering you an opportunity to discover its significance. Now, this is a Virgo sign, and it's ruled by the planet of Mercury, which we are in Mercury retrograde right now. And Mercury is about communication. So I'm going to look at this and I'm going to say maybe somebody wants to communicate with you, Pisces. Maybe you are this Divine Feminine. Now, this is not gender, this is energy. But maybe someone in this retrograde is looking to come back in and communicate with you. They see how abundant you are. Let's get some clarifiers from the Dark Mansion Tarot deck. All my decks are listed in the description box. All right. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's see if we can figure out what we've got going on here with this Nine of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Ancestors, and Archangels. We've got the Queen of Wands, the Two of Wands in the reverse. So the Two of Wands in the reverse is a card normally of having to make a choice about something we're very passionate. Okay, so maybe in the past, someone was very passionate towards you, right? Maybe they wanted to start a relationship with you, build a friendship with you. They maybe possibly saw you as this Queen of Wands, like you were brave and passionate and you go after what it is you want and you aren't afraid to, you know, really jump in and follow your passions and your desires. And that's why you may have this Nine of Pentacles. Now, if you are Divine Masculine listening to this gender, this could be your Divine Feminine side. I just saw 444. Your Divine Feminine side is balanced, you know. So let's look at that Two of Wands, though, is that, you know, maybe in the past you were limiting your choices or options. Maybe you didn't think that you can have this beautiful Queen of Wands that, you know, has her shit together. Or maybe, Pisces, you know, this is you and you were stepping into your own personal empowerment as the Queen of Wands. Please take it as it resonates for you. But the next card in your past is the Devil energy in the reverse. Now, this is Capricorn energy, right? So this is you're no longer being bound to something. You're no longer being possessed. You have gotten maybe some addictions or some obsessions under control. Also, Pisces, this Devil in the reverse could be that this is a sign that in the past you were kind of, you know, hiding your deepest, darkest self from others, keeping it a secret, right? Now, who hasn't done that? We were taught that our dark side or our shadow side was something that we should be ashamed of. If we had problems, you know, you're looked about in your family as, you know, the one that always gets in trouble or the one that keeps getting divorced, or, you know, we go through these periods of time when our shadow self is explored, our darker self is explored. Anybody that's had any kind of bout with alcoholism or drugs, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But this can also be seen in other things like overeating or being a sex addict or gambling. There's a lot of different areas devil energy falls into. So take it how it resonates. But we hide, or we were taught to hide these things and be embarrassed of them, or ashamed, and have all this guilt and fear that people would really know who we were, right? That's what we've been taught as a society. And what we're finding out is that is very, very damaging. It keeps us in a unempowered state. It keeps us weak. We are spiritual, energetic beings occupying a human meat suit. We come to the school of earth to have lessons and experience. We come down here to get dirty. We come down here to get banged up and bruised. We don't come down here to sit on a pillow of friggin' feathers and sip champagne and have everything in our life go perfect. And anybody that looks at you because you've had problems, they look down on you. People in glass houses should not throw stones, right? Everybody is here to learn. Everybody is here to make mistakes. And instead of hiding those dark parts of us, you know, whether it's addictions or it's a little kinky fuckery, you know, like Christian Grey, can I say that on here? Kinky fuckery. You know, we all have our things, and it's not about hiding them. It's about keeping them in balance, right? We're the yin and the yang, the dark and the light. We live in a third dimensional reality of duality, the yin and the yang. So instead of looking at the dark as terrible, the dark is merely the absence of light. You can't have one without the other. They jive together. They're like peanut butter and jelly, you know? But as a society, we've been taught to look at our dark side, and we point out other people's dark sides, and we say, oh, look at them, in self-righteousness. But, you know, really, I think we're trying to be shown here that it is perfectly acceptable for us to just be okay and sit with our darker sides. Maybe our darker periods of our life where we didn't behave most appropriately, right? Come on, we've got those. All of us got those. So let's clarify this devil in the reverse before I go down this rabbit hole. I have got the 9 of Wands and I've got the Strength card. So in the past, this Wounded Warrior card of the 9 of Wands keeps coming out for a lot of readings today. Just so you know, we've had 9-9, the 9 of Pentacles, and now the 9 of Wands. But this is, you know, a guarded energy. This is a wounded warrior energy. This is a protection energy. You thought you had to protect yourself. Why? Because people labeled you as wounded or damaged. Or, ooh, you're a divorcee. Or, ooh, you had a drug problem. So therefore, society puts a label on you and they look down on you. And they make you think you're a wounded bird. I just saw 1018. Now, don't tell me that doesn't happen on purpose. What a defeatist mechanism to keep people small, right? And keep people weak and disempowered. And with the Strength card in the reverse, that's exactly what this is saying. Taking away your strength. You may be Gucci now. In the past, you worked very hard to get somewhere, right? Maybe the Queen of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, overcoming your adversities. And in the past, you know, maybe you had a dark side. Maybe you had some things you had to overcome. Forgive yourself right now for that. Just as a human being, you're here to learn that lesson. It happened for you, not to you. Any parties involved, just forgive them. It's so much easier, so much lighter on the heart. 1111. And that clears out all that dark, dense energy that sits in our lower 3 chakras and stops us from spiritually ascending, so that light can go up the chakra system and then goes into the heart chakra. But if we're holding on to these things, either about other people or about ourselves, where we will not forgive ourselves for those quote-unquote mistakes we've made, that's an energetic blockage from entering the 4D and the 5D frequency. FYI. Okay, the past. 7 of Cups. So in the past, this is someone who can't make decisions. They're in a state of dysfunction. They're in a state of confusion. So we lose our power, and then, you know, we're kind of lost, wandering around, trying to find our place. Because, you know, these people over here, they don't want to hang out with us because we're damaged. And these people over here well, they're just doing their own thing. They don't hang out with anybody else. And you try to find your place after you've gone through something, and everybody just seems to look at you like who you were 10, 15 years ago, because they don't know you who you are now. All they do is remember that past version of you, that old timeline. So Pisces, you have jumped timelines. I'm telling you right now, that's what just came to me. This is a big timeline jump for you to forgive yourself for your past, okay? Woo! Powerful stuff. That's how you clear wounds. That's how you move energy. That's how you have breakthroughs. And we have got the Four of Wands and the Devil clarifying the confusion. Four of Wands energy coming up, 1111. Remember I just said I saw that. This is, in this card, it is a romantic gesture. It's a proposal. There's a dude down on one knee, and I'm just depicting the card, so take it as it resonates for you energy. You know, proposing to a divine feminine, and the sun is setting. It's like dusk. You know, he set the mood. He turned on some berry white, brown arrow. And then we've got, once again, this devil energy, but this is in the upright. So maybe there was confusion. Maybe there was some obsession about, you know, wanting to be in a union, wanting to get married. Maybe there was so much focus on achieving that you didn't really take the time to get to know yourself and do your own healing, right? We get caught up in getting that internal validation by being in a relationship and saying, well, somebody wants me, right? Even if the relationship is horrible and it's toxic, you're like, well, I'm comfortable here because somebody wants me. And I just saw 1414. So the universe is asking us in the past, like, we see the dysfunction of where maybe we put too much energy on one thing and not enough on ourselves, Pisces. And that's how I'm calling it. Now, in the Christmas present, let's take a look at the Six of Pentacles. Nice. Now, the Christmas spirit of present time represents the personification of the Christmas spirit, right? Living in the moment, in the now moment. Relieved of the burdens of the past, an opportunity to manifest what it is we would like to experience. So Pisces, this is an opportunity this Christmas to raise our energetic frequency in celebration and joy of merely being alive and able to experience this existence. Let all this past shit go. Who cares what other people thought of you, right? You know, opinions are a dime a dozen. You're not here to please other people. You're not here to manage the energy that comes out of them. If their thoughts are an energetic frequency, they're their own, right? But you don't have to accept that energy. You don't have to carry that energy. You could shield yourself and you can just say, well, you know, I'm going to rise above that. I'm not who they say I am, and whether they know that or not, that's on them, you know? Move it along. Sorry, getting on a tangent on that one. But the Six of Pentacles is equal give and take. In the present, you're not going to take less than you deserve, and you're not going to give more than you have available to keep your own energy source up. That's the name of the game in 4D and the 5D. It's balancing your energy to equal parts in your life and not having one situation, one relationship, one job, one career drain us of all of our energy so that we become imbalanced, and then we go back down and slip into those lower frequencies of guilt, fear, shame, you know, patterns of low energy. We're learning how to not only kind of maneuver in these new higher frequencies, but we're also figuring out how the hell to stay there, you know? Dipping down doesn't feel good. I know I've dipped down when I stop seeing synchronicities. And then I'll have a couple good meditations, and then I'll come out of it. But in the present, this Six of Pentacles is beautiful. This is finding your balance, and it is clarified by the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups, he's got his emotions in check. He's not I just saw 1717. He's not afraid to express himself. He's emotionally mature. This is an energy, not a gender, but this is a really great energy of Pisces. If you are this Queen of Wands, you may have a King of Cups on your horizon, or reverse those roles. Wow. So in the present, good things are going on. You release this and you're going to see your abundance flow right in. And that flung out. Ace of Swords in the reverse. So in the present, you are no longer going to keep quiet. You're no longer going to, remember what that devil in the reverse was, you're no longer going to hide your deepest, darkest self of you, your past, from others. You're going to accept that as part of your spiritual journey. You wouldn't be where you are today if you didn't have those lessons and those scraped knees and those bruised whatevers, That just shows that you're a warrior and that you came here to kick ass. Be proud of that, man. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Be very, very proud of that. And your last card, the potential Christmas future. Dun, 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 dun. Now this resembles the Grim Reaper, right? The Grim Reaper represents death and transformation. And so in he comes, and he is reminding us that each and every one of us has the energy, the option, the choice. Death in the tarot means transformation, and that is available to you, Pisces, to us. Each and every day, we are giving a new opportunity to write a new story, okay? So this card is the Five of Pentacles, and it's resembled by two people being out in the cold. We see a stained glass window here, like a church window, where it's nice and warm and toasty inside. But these two individuals are out in the cold. And what I see here is that you have kept yourself out in the cold, maybe away from family members, away from friends, because of feeling like you were going to be judged, or maybe because you didn't fit in. The universe is saying that you've done this healing now, you're ascending, you're spiritually evolving, and you no longer need to be left out in the cold. You don't gotta be out there, okay? So we're learning how to integrate what we've learned as we go through the ascension process, and we heal, and we have these aha moments, epiphany moments, right? All this is a process of opening up these heart chakras and letting these energies flow and get balanced inside us and get our divine masculine energies balanced within us. And only then can we integrate it into our third dimensional reality, into our physical jobs and relationships, right? So I really like this, Pisces. This is kind of awesome. I'm digging this reading. So I'm clarifying this Five of Pentacles. Tell us, universe, we need to know. Okay, 3 cards. The Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana, card number 10. So this is ending a cycle so you can begin a new one, right? The wheel turns and it gives us another opportunity. Why? Because time is not linear like we've been told. Time doesn't exist in the higher realms. It's a spiral. So it's always simultaneously spinning and spiraling and happening at the same time. So you can always rewrite the past and you can always rewrite the future. And the Three of Pentacles in the reverse is maybe in the past you didn't want to collaborate with others. This is depicted by 3 divine masculines. This could be brothers. This could be a father. This could be a business, maybe not going out to drinks with everybody after work, hibernating, staying in that hermit mode. I've been there. I like hermit mode. I'm not knocking it. But this is saying that if you want to come out from the cold, if you want to have a new cycle, you're going to have to collaborate. And with the 7 of Cups, you now have choices. Your healing is done, right? You're well on your way. It continues forever, yes. But once you get to the point where a large majority of your healing is done, you start making, decisions for yourself based on your intuition and what it is you see as abundance, what it is that's going to fulfill you, right? What is your passion? What is your desires? Instead of getting yanked around by karmic energy where you're, bumping and bobbing and weaving and having lessons, at a certain point things mellow out a little bit and then you can get a lot more specific on, what it is you want to manifest and what it is you want to experience. So Pisces, this was a great reading. I'm super excited for you. If you dug my vibe and you like to chill with me again, hit that subscribe button, come on back, hit that like button. That helps the algorithms. We appreciate that so much. And I hope that you have a very happy holiday. Wherever it is you are, welcome, welcome into Sunshine for the Soul. I will see you at your next reading. Peace and love.